Two. Look at that. That's as we keep recording. But number two. Number two. Two. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to give out game in this one, I guess. If you call it game, nigga trying to spit knowledge and shit. Like who gives a fuck? But there's too much cussing at the beginning of the video. But right now we're shooting for watch time, so but yeah. Give out some sauce. What is some sauce I can give you? Alright, I have to go to my handy dandy, whatever, that was close by for inspiration, but we want to talk about real estate and why it's the best thing ever. Best thing ever for making money long term and feeding your family long term and feeding your family's family long term, because people are always going to need a place to stay, and there's never going to be more land than the land that there is now. So that land is only going to appreciate, it's going to grow in value, it's going to build over time, and that's what we're going to talk about. Another thing called compound interest, but real estate. So I got into real estate all my life. I knew I wanted to do real estate since like being a kid. Once I found out what a landlord was and that you don't have to pay rent if someone's paying for your rent, and you can make money off of people, paying you to live. That was the career for me. So all my life I knew I wanted to be a landlord. Cats are tripping. All my life I knew I wanted to be a landlord. All my life I knew I wanted to own properties. So that was just the main goal. But setback, me being younger, not knowing anyone who's in the real estate, or not maybe even having that perception of me knowing who's in the real estate, who's a realtor, or how that operates. I got to see it transpire later down the line when my mom bought her first property and her first home that we lived in. But that's a whole different story. So we started off living in townhomes, so like a big gated community or whatever, but not like a suburb, like homes stacked next to homes, like a bunch of condominiums, basically, all kind of collective. But that was for a short period of time. Then we transitioned into a house. We rented a house. We had upstairs, downstairs, washer, dryer, all in our own little plot of land. And that was eye-opening, because now we have to cut the grass. Now we have to do the things that come with the house. Do the things that come with the house. Mainly yard work, but me being a young man, that's what I experienced. And that was the process of like owning a house for me, is what I thought it was. But then we graduated into her buying her own house and home ownership being a part of our family. So that being inside the home was a big like eye opener for me. It's like, okay, so it is obtainable. But we did struggle to get that, I feel like, but it wasn't really a struggle of like, we have to go without, we just have to go with less of what we used to. But then we got the house. And once we got the house, we transitioned into a nice neighborhood. We still live in the house, and it's probably gonna be in our family forever, but that's the advantage of real estate. So that house has been appreciating in value. It's been growing, and it's gonna keep growing, hopefully, and that's just what real estate is. But we always own that, and we'll always maintain that plot of land. So me being big boy now, growing up, being an adult, I chose to get into real estate, and I bought a 4-family building. So for me, the whole, I guess, gateway or the barrier into real estate was the down payment. All my life I thought, okay, you have to save up 20,000, 10,000, whatever, X amount of money. Is just a lot of money when you're living check to check, or you can buy slowly, whatever. But once I learned that I could save up the money through other aspects of me just working or just like passing time. Like this where we get into compound interest and compounding time. It was like every day the clock is ticking, every second the clock is ticking. So if you have something that's working for you, which money should be working for you, it's going to compound over time, and then you'll take your opportunity and try to make that money make you money. But I learned all that through reading The Richest Man in Babylon. I think I explained that in like a later video down on my channel. I'll probably pop a note up right here if I can remember to do that. But yeah, I learned that through that book. But compounding over time, which led me to having enough money for a down payment. Once I had enough money for a down payment, I was able to buy the Ford family. Now that I have the Ford family, I've been running it for about a year, doing it my own way, my own style. I like it. It's newly renovated. I'll probably do a video of my units because content, right? Content. I'm just being transparent about my life 100%, as much as I can, feel comfortable to. So this is what it is. So you'll see that later, maybe in another video. I have to clean that one out. I'm actually renovating it, trying to get another tenant in right now. It was one of my first ever tenant actually moved out. So the ball just keeps rolling. But yeah, so I got the Ford family. Kind of lost on. Okay, so boom. I got the Ford family. I've been running that for about a year. It's been ups and downs. I had to evict a tenant already, which was a process. Now I know how to do evictions though. I'm having problems with like, okay, yard work. I had to set that up. I had an AC problem. I had to go find a furnace guy. I had an electrical problem. I had to go find an electrical guy. It's like doing it on a scale of 4 units. It was going to be bound for everything to go wrong. I just haven't had like a major plumbing issue yet, but I still probably need to contact the plumber at some point. But yeah, I went through like my dues and my checks and balances too, though. I want you all to know that the unit was newly renovated. Everything is brand new. I can probably, I'll walk you through it whenever we get to that point and just explain everything to you so you can see how I came out in the deal, which I think I got a pretty good deal because like I'm saying, long-term compound interest is how I'm playing the game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But video 2, like, comment, subscribe. That's my slowly explanatory real estate journey. I mean, it's on the internet forever now. Man, you got me. See you.